TVNZ has secured the rights to broadcast the next America's Cup being held in Auckland in 2021, and work is well underway behind the scenes to transform part of the city's waterfront for the defence. Around $165 million will be poured into a stretch of central Auckland's already rapidly changing harbour edge. So with the broadcast rights sorted out and resource consents in the pipeline, our Auckland correspondent Todd Niall went to take a closer look at what will change.
The exploratory work's underway on the transformation. At the city end by the Maritime Museum, Hobson Wharf will be extended by 72 metres and the Viaduct Events Centre on Halsey Street Wharf will be converted to a base. An 8-minute walk to the west towards the Harbour Bridge. Chemical and fuel storage facilities on Wynyard Point will make way for 5 Challenger bases. Team New Zealand's Andy Nottage says 5 double and single bases will be created where teams can erect their buildings.
They'll be set back, so they'll be in line with where the road is currently, and then they'll have a large forecourt of about 50 metres in front of them, and that will come out onto the wharf where the yachts will come out from the sheds. A crane will pick them up and place them into the water, and that's where they'll start off to head out to the racecourse.
So it's going to be really heart of the action, this spot here, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be fantastic, I think. I get a really great view from here on North Wharf to see all the challenges.
Just who will be where isn't yet known. 3 challengers have declared their plans and get to choose in the order they entered. We then wander past the eateries opened in time for the Rugby World Cup to what will be the centrepiece of the country's hopes. Sitting between the 2 challenger locations, Team New Zealand will take over one of the waterfront's landmark buildings, turning it from an exhibition centre into its base.
So yeah, there'll be two hangar doors, 14 metres wide, 9 metres high, and the columns will be removed, so there's 4 columns in all, and a lintel will have to go between the spacing of the columns that are left there. So quite a bit of work to structurally make it so we can fit our boats and make it fit for purpose.
There's a big viewing platform on the harbour side, and Team New Zealand wants to turn on a public experience.
We are planning an interactive area within the building on the bottom floor, and so the public can see and understand the history of the America's Cup. They're not only going to see the boats going into the water, which will look fantastic, but there'll also be some interactive area in the building itself.
So the boats will basically come out almost through this area that we're standing in, will they?
Yeah, that's correct. This is our forecourt. It's quite small, but I think we can make it work. And there will be a crane here which will lift the boats into the water.
Potentially the other focal point will be at the end of the adjacent Hobson Wharf, a prime spot which the challenger of record Prada has first dibs on.
So there's a challenger base that's going to be out here on Hobson Wharf, so they're going to extend Hobson Wharf, so it's like an extension of the Maritime Museum Wharf, and it's going to be a pretty exciting area. It's going to have some public interaction area there and also a viewing area, so you're right, this was really exciting in 2003 with all the public viewing the boats as they were going in and out of the channel and the entrance to the viaduct.
An example of how an America's Cup can change a waterfront landscape is behind me, where a 6-storey luxury hotel is being built on land that was reclaimed for bases for the 2000 and 2003 defences, most famously for Alinghi, which took the Cup away in 2003. The surrounding Viaduct Harbour, with its apartments, hotels and restaurants, arose for the Cup defences starting nearly 2 decades ago. The 2021 Cup will have less impact in the long run, but is expected to be Auckland's even hotter spot for at least a summer or 2. I tamaki makoro mo te hōtaka o te ahiahi, ko Todd Niall tēnei.